The glow-up mindset begins long before the world notices you. It starts in the quiet moments when you're sitting with your own reflection and realizing that the woman staring back deserves more, desires more, and is capable of more than she has ever been told. A real transformation isn't about makeup, outfits, or angles. It's about rebuilding the foundation of your life from the inside out, brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day. And today, you're here because something inside you is ready for that shift. The first truth of the glow-up mindset is understanding that you cannot rise until you decide you're done shrinking. Too many women dim their light because they were taught to be small, polite, quiet, or less so others feel comfortable. But healing begins when you commit to expanding. It's when you start prioritizing sleep, boundaries, nutrition, space, and silence. It's when you stop apologizing for needing distance from chaos. It's when you show yourself the same care you give everyone else. Your glow up is rooted in discipline, not desire. Anyone can want a better life. The question is, will you build habits that protect your energy, sharpen your mind, strengthen your body, and elevate your standards? Your future self is begging you to stop treating your potential like an option. Choose yourself like a prescription that must be taken daily. Heal your habits and your life will heal with them. The second truth is valuing your inner world more than external validation. Real transformation happens when you stop needing applause for your journey, when you're no longer worried about who approves, who watches, or who stays silent. You start glowing when you learn to enjoy your own company, when you build a relationship with your mind, when you start reading, journaling, studying your patterns, and replacing old wounds with new wisdom. This is the kind of glow that cannot be washed off, cannot be copied, cannot be stolen. When you know your worth, you stop giving discounts. You stop chasing people who drain you. You stop keeping friendships that survive only on your silence. You start saying no with confidence, yes with intention, and goodbye with peace. The glow-up mindset is mastering emotional control, understanding your triggers, protecting your mental health, and moving with purpose instead of impulse. That's when life stops happening to you and starts happening for you. And the third truth is choosing evolution over excuses. A woman who glows is a woman who refuses to stay the same. She learns, she improves, she pushes, she upgrades. She lets go of old versions of herself without mourning them. She understands that growth requires sacrifice, that discipline requires discomfort, and that transformation requires time. Stop rushing the process. The body, the mind, the identity you are building is not meant to be done overnight. Every single day you show up, even when it's small, even when it's slow, even when it feels invisible, you're choosing the woman you're becoming. And she is powerful, she is intentional, she is unstoppable. Your glow up is not a moment. It's a mindset. It's a decision to reclaim your time, your peace, your health, your direction. It's a commitment to show up as the highest, most disciplined, most confident version of yourself, even when no one is watching. The glow that lasts is the glow that was earned. And right now, you're standing at the beginning of a new identity, one built from healing, discipline, clarity, and courage. Transform yourself from the inside, and the outside will follow. Keep going. Your glow is coming from the work you're doing in silence, and soon the world will see what you already know you were meant to shine. The first truth of the glow-up mindset begins with a decision most people avoid their entire lives, the decision to stop shrinking. This is the point where a woman finally admits to herself that she has spent too many years playing small, giving more than she receives, silencing her voice so others feel louder, and dimming her light so others feel brighter. The glow-up does not begin with a new routine or a new look. It begins with a new agreement you make with the woman inside you. It's the moment you say, I'm done betraying myself. And that decision, that shift in your inner world, is where everything changes. Healing starts with awareness. If you want to transform, you have to see how much your old habits have been hurting you. Maybe you've been running on empty because you were trained to give without limits. Maybe you lost pieces of yourself trying to be everything for everyone. Maybe you were told being tired is normal, being stressed is maturity, being overwhelmed is responsibility. But none of that is true. Your body keeps score, your mind keeps score, your energy keeps score. And the glow-up mindset requires you to stop normalizing pain just because you learned how to carry it. When you decide you're done shrinking, you begin to build a lifestyle that supports your expansion. That means prioritizing rest like medicine, because it is. It means feeding your mind with information that elevates you instead of entertainment that drains you. It means nourishing your body with foods that fuel you instead of whatever's quick and convenient. It means creating boundaries like a doctor prescribing treatment. Not optional, not flexible, not negotiable. Boundaries are not walls. They are guardrails that protect your peace, your energy, and your potential. A real glow-up is rooted in discipline. Wanting a better life is easy. Creating one requires commitment. Discipline means waking up even when you're tired, choosing water instead of chaos, and saying no to people who expect you to live in emergency mode for them. Discipline is developing routines that your future self will thank you for, morning habits that set your mood, workouts that reshape your confidence, quiet hours that strengthen your mind, and consistent actions that shape the woman you are becoming. Your glow is the result of these small, unglamorous choices you repeat every single day. Self-care is not luxury, it's responsibility. A woman cannot grow while she is constantly exhausted, constantly giving, constantly ignoring her own needs. When you choose to take care of yourself, the guilt will try to return. Old patterns will whisper that you're selfish, but the truth is that taking care of yourself is the most powerful investment you can make. You cannot glow if you are burned out. You cannot rise if you are always carrying weight that isn't yours. You cannot transform if you're still feeding versions of yourself that no longer exist. This part of your glow up is about understanding your worth so deeply that you stop allowing anything that disturbs your well-being. It's about honoring your emotions instead of burying them. It's about healing childhood wounds you pretended didn't matter. It's about recognizing unhealthy cycles and deciding they will not follow you into the next chapter. When a woman finally respects herself, her entire life rearranges around that respect. The truth is simple: you cannot rise until you decide you're done shrinking. And the moment you make that decision, truly make it, the universe, your energy, your mind, and your future begin to shift. You stop accepting the bare minimum. You stop explaining yourself. You stop begging to be understood. You stop performing for approval. You start choosing yourself without fear. You start protecting your peace without apology. You start expanding into the woman you were always meant to be. This is the root. This is the beginning. This is the foundation of the glow-up mindset. Once you stop shrinking, everything else becomes possible. The second truth of the glow-up mindset is understanding that your transformation becomes real the moment you stop depending on external validation to feel valuable. A woman's power expands the day she realizes that the world's applause is temporary, but the approval she gives herself is permanent. Too many women are trapped in a cycle of needing to be seen, needing to be liked, needing to be chosen before they give themselves permission to rise. But real growth begins when you stop asking the world for permission and start granting it to yourself. When you break the habit of seeking validation, you finally meet the real you. Not the version you pretend to be, not the one shaped for acceptance, not the one molded by expectations. You meet the woman underneath all of that, and once you meet her, you cannot go back. This part of your glow up demands that you sit with your own thoughts long enough to understand them. It requires that you stop running from your emotions and instead learn to listen to them. It pushes you to become fluent in the language of your soul instead of fluent in the language of pleasing people. The glow up mindset teaches you to value your inner world. That means becoming aware of what you feel, why you feel it, and how it has shaped your identity. It means journaling through the patterns you've repeated for years. It means asking yourself deeper questions. Why do I crave validation? Why do I chase people who show me little effort? Why do I keep silent when something hurts me? Why do I fear being alone? These questions are not easy, but they are necessary. Healing can only happen when truth is allowed to come to the surface. As you grow, you learn to enjoy your own company. You stop needing someone to call you beautiful because you know you are. You stop needing someone to validate your dreams because you already trust your vision. You stop needing a crowd to clap because you've learned to clap for yourself. The more you build a relationship with your own mind, the less you fear solitude. You discover peace in quiet places, strength in still moments, power in self-awareness. This is the stage where reading becomes medicine, not obligation. Where learning becomes a form of self-love, where healing becomes a lifestyle instead of an occasional task. You begin studying your triggers instead of being controlled by them. You begin identifying toxic cycles instead of repeating them. You begin recognizing when someone is draining your energy instead of confusing it with love. This is the glow up that nobody sees, but everybody feels when you walk into a room. A woman who understands her worth becomes impossible to manipulate. She no longer falls for half love or broken promises. She no longer entertains friendships built on convenience. She no longer stays in spaces where her intuition feels unsafe. She stops explaining her boundaries because they're not up for debate. When she says no, she means it. When she says yes, she's intentional. And when she walks away, she does it with peace. This level of inner growth creates a glow that can't be replicated, imitated, or borrowed. It's the kind of glow that comes from emotional maturity, spiritual grounding, and deep self-respect. It's the glow that makes people ask you what changed, even though nothing on the outside looks different yet. It's the glow that whispers, I know who I am now. Transforming your inner world means accepting that not everyone can come with you. Some people were connected to the version of you that doubted herself. Some were comfortable with the woman who didn't speak up. Some enjoyed the version of you that needed them more than they needed you. But once you start valuing your inner world, those versions fall away, and so do the people who depended on that version of you. Your glow-up becomes unstoppable when you stop searching for worth in other people's eyes and learn to see it clearly in your own. Your power multiplies when you no longer need validation to feel whole, and your confidence becomes unshakable when you understand that everything you need is already within you. When a woman chooses herself internally, nothing external can break her, and that is the true glow the world can never dim. The third truth of the glow-up mindset is choosing evolution over excuses. This is the part of the journey where everything inside you will be tested. Your discipline, your patience, your courage, your consistency. Transformation asks you one question: are you willing to let go of the woman you used to be in order to become the woman you are meant to be? And most people never rise because they are too attached to versions of themselves that no longer serve their future. But your glow up requires sacrifice. It requires letting go. It requires becoming comfortable with the discomfort of growth. Evolution begins with honesty. You cannot grow if you keep lying to yourself about why you're stuck. You cannot elevate if you keep holding on to habits that drain you. And you cannot transform if you keep feeding stories that keep you small. The glow up mindset demands that you take accountability, not blame, not guilt. Not shame, but responsibility for your healing and your future. This means acknowledging the excuses that have held you back. I'm not ready. I'm too tired. I don't know how. Maybe next year. Excuses feel comfortable in the moment, but they cost you years of your life. The woman you want to become is built on decisions, not delays. Choosing evolution means choosing change even when it scares you. It means waking up one day and realizing that you no longer want to live a life where you are surviving more than thriving. It means understanding that comfort is the enemy of transformation. Growth rarely feels good at first. It stretches you, challenges you, forces you to confront your weaknesses. But discomfort is proof that you are expanding. What hurts today is shaping the strength you will need tomorrow. This stage of your glow up requires you to embrace discipline as a lifestyle, not a mood. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but the woman who transforms is the woman who stays committed even when motivation disappears. She shows up when she's tired. She pushes herself when she doesn't feel like it. She works on herself even when no one is watching. She is loyal to her goals the way she used to be loyal to her distractions. And every day she chooses consistency. She separates herself from the version of her that kept settling. When you commit to evolving, you also commit to letting go of excuses, letting go of old friendships that no longer match your frequency, letting go of environments that keep you stagnant, letting go of dreams that weren't yours to begin with, letting go of habits that keep you emotionally and mentally drained. Evolution requires clearing space for the life you actually want, and sometimes it means becoming the villain in someone else's story. But if protecting your peace makes you the villain, so be it. Your glow up is not about being understood, it's about being aligned. A powerful truth is that transformation takes time. You cannot expect a new life from old behaviors. You cannot expect healing from avoidance, and you cannot expect a glow up when you keep repeating patterns that dim your light. Real evolution requires patience. The body you want, the confidence you want, the peace you want, the energy you want, all of it is built over months of doing the work, not moments of wishing for it. This part of your journey teaches you resilience. It shows you that failure is not a sign to quit, but a sign to adjust. It reminds you that every setback is preparing you for your comeback. It teaches you that life will test your commitment before it rewards your effort. And when you keep going, even through doubt, even through fear, even through slow progress, you begin to see the woman you are becoming, stronger, wiser, sharper, more disciplined, more confident. Evolution is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming intentional. It is about waking up each day and deciding that you will show up for yourself in ways that your old self refused to. It is about making decisions your healed self will be proud of. It is about understanding that every small step is part of a bigger transformation. When a woman chooses evolution over excuses, she becomes unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because she gets stronger. Not because everything falls into place, but because she learns how to move with purpose. And when she steps into this version of herself, the committed, consistent, disciplined, self-respecting version, her glow becomes undeniable. It becomes the kind of glow that comes from healing, from effort, from courage, from becoming someone she once only dreamed about. This is the final truth. Once you choose evolution, there is no going back. You will never fit into the places you outgrew. You will never tolerate what you used to. You will never be the woman who doubted herself again. You will rise because you decided to. You will transform because you committed to. And your glow will last because it was earned, not borrowed. Every glow up begins quietly. It begins in the shadows, in the late nights when no one is watching, in the small choices you make that no one will ever applaud. But those choices shape you. Those choices build you. Those choices are the foundation of the woman you're becoming. You don't transform by accident. You transform by intention. And the truth is simple. The version of you that's rising right now is stronger than everything that tried to break you. You have walked through doubt, through fear, through heartbreak, through disappointment. You have survived seasons that would have destroyed someone else. And now you're here, still standing, still trying, still believing in the possibility of more. That alone is strength. That alone is proof that you're ready for the life you've been dreaming of. This glow you're building isn't temporary. It isn't surface level. It isn't for validation, attention, or approval. It's the glow that comes from healing yourself, upgrading your mindset, choosing discipline over excuses, and honoring the woman inside you who refused to quit. It's the glow that comes from choosing peace over chaos, growth over comfort, and evolution over stagnation. It's the glow that can't be hidden because it was earned in silence. And now the world is about to witness everything you've built in the dark. So keep going, keep growing, keep rising. The woman you're becoming is powerful, unstoppable, undeniable. Your life is shifting because you are shifting. Your glow has happened because you finally chose yourself. Stand tall in this season. Walk boldly in your transformation. Believe fiercely in your future because this is your time. This is your moment. This is your glow up.